Hey, this is Jordan. I am doing a video post, and I wanted to talk specifically about eating on the run and nutrition when you're out running. As a lot of you, or maybe some of you, have seen on my race calendar right over there, that I'm doing a lot of ultra races this year, and one component of ultra running is nutrition, because you're going long distances over a long period of time. You need to refuel on the run. So I have been experimenting quite a bit with that this winter, and on a lot of my longer runs I've been taking along different items that kind of help me refuel and make sure that I'm not hitting the wall when I'm out running. And when runners say they hit the wall when they're out running, basically they mean they have run out of the glycogen that is in their muscles and in their liver that is readily available. So when you're carb loading or something like that, you are basically trying to maximize those stores, those readily available carbs. So once you've depleted those completely, which is roughly 20 miles for most people, you hit the wall. And so what your body does is it converts that fuel source, or converts from that fuel source to burning straight body fat, which oftentimes is kind of a bit of an unpleasant experience because it's a lot less efficient fuel source for your body. So what you do is you refuel while you're running, and a lot of times when people are on marathons, they'll actually use a lot of these, and they're just a gel, and this is a power bar gel, orange flavored. I personally think almost all gels, I haven't really tasted a good gel, like one that I would say is good or I enjoy eating. And so for me, it's a lot of finding what's the most tolerable gel, and I kind of found this one, this orange flavored power bar gel is that. This one actually has 15 milligrams of caffeine, which is about a third of a cup of coffee. A cup of coffee has about 130 milligrams of caffeine, so this one has a little bit of a caffeine boost, which I kind of like because I drink a lot of coffee. But most of them are all the same. Some of them have a little more natural ingredients in them, but the basic ingredients in all gels is simple carbohydrates and electrolytes and sodium. That's basically a little more fuel for you in the carbohydrates, easily digestible, and sodium and electrolytes to help maintain your hydration. When you're out ultra running, you can actually get off the gels, or you don't have to do gels, because you're going at a slower rate of kind of slower pace. So a lot of times you can stomach a little more when you're doing that. And when you're out there for 50, 100 miles, gels get really old really fast. So what a lot of the aid stations have on these trail races or these ultra marathons is pretzels, peanuts, peanut butter jelly sandwiches, soups, broths, boiled potatoes, just kind of anything and everything almost that runners can stomach when they're out there. And again, because you're kind of going at a slower rate and even sometimes walking, you can actually eat and usually stomach a lot more solid foods. Some of the things that I usually take when I do a 30-plus mile run are junk food, and I usually always take Snickers because I like Snickers. I think they're pretty filling, and to be honest, when you take a look at different power bars or even like the Cliff bars, stuff like that, they're about the same as far as nutrients goes as a regular candy bar. So not that you should go and start eating a bunch of candy bars, but it's about the same when you're looking for nutritional value, I guess. Though the power bars are a little better for you, but not much. Some other things, recently I've been doing fudge, which is delicious. My dad made me some homemade fudge recently, and I've been just putting a couple pieces in a bag and heading out and eating those. Funny story, I don't know if you can tell, this fudge is in this nice little Ziploc bag, and what people do here in Minneapolis is when they go and walk their dogs, they have to pick up after the dogs. So they bring these little plastic bags, and when Fido relieve themselves on the ground, they have to go pick it up, and they put it in their pocket or whatever, or throw it away if there's a garbage right there. But I noticed that some people were kind of looking at me weird when I stop and open this up and take a little piece out and start munching on it, and I kind of realized that this doesn't really look like fudge to the average person if they don't really know what I'm doing. So if you do see me out there running this winter, I'm munching on homemade fudge, not the remnants of my dog, which I don't have a dog. So some other things that I like to take is pastries. I'm really big into like donuts and just any kind of pastry, sugary thing. So I like to take some of these out, or even stop at a gas station and get like donuts. But that's kind of just me, and you should really make sure you can stomach something like that. Especially like these. These are one of my favorites, but they are absolutely horrible for you. I think they're, well, let me see, they're 480 calories per pastry. So they're delicious, but they're horrible for you. This is probably actually a little too rich, even for me when I'm out running. I usually don't take this with, because it's like, it's a little too much for me. So, well, that's it. Basically, wanted to give you a little bit of an idea of what I take when I go out for my long runs, or even what's out there as far as some of the other races that I'm going to be doing. And again, I'm still kind of experimenting to see what works best, because there's stuff that you can stomach and stuff that's going to actually help you perform. And I'm trying to figure out, first of all, what I can stomach, and then what's going to help me work the best. So tomorrow I'm doing a big run, a 30-plus mile run, so I'm going to stick with the Snickers again, because those seem to work, but maybe we'll try some other things too. So I'll probably try to do some more video posts, because I think they're a lot easier than typing. And yeah, so hope you enjoyed it, and see you next time.